Margin fishing is one of the most enjoyable ways of catching fish on commercials nowadays, simply because of the size of the fish that we're targeting. And especially as time's gone on, these margin fish have got bigger and bigger, and for that reason we felt it as a company an absolute necessity to introduce into the range of the Aero poles the Aero Pro Margin. So let's talk about this beauty in a little bit more detail. Now, of course, with all poles, balance is first and foremost, and this comes from the taper of the pole. And what this has, this particular pole, as with all the poles within the Aero range, is an enhanced taper. And what that gives the pole is that balance, that control, that strength, but also that recovery and stiffness when you're fishing it at its longer lengths. Another key feature to this pole is the alignment system. I can't stress how important this is, and just by actually lining up the arrows to ensure that they're all straight means you're getting the full potential out of that pole, especially when you're fishing it at its full length of 11.5 meters. The Aero joint system is an absolutely brilliant idea and something that is on every single Aero pole within the range. Now, what this does is two major benefactors to the pole. For a start, it massively reduces the wear on the pole, and especially lower down the pole on the sections where you may be breaking it down on a regular basis on the top kit area, for example. This really does prevent wear on both the male and female sections. But what it also does is it prevents the sections from locking. So not only have you got that security when you're fishing it at its full length, there is no chance of those sections coming loose whatsoever, but also when it comes to undoing those sections, it makes the whole process of shipping in, shipping out, breaking down so efficient and easy. As with all poles, the finish on the pole is so crucial, especially when you're margin fishing. If you think about it, you could be putting a kinder pot on and sometimes a large pot, and you want to deliver that bait, get it to exactly where you want it to go to put your rig in to create that method feeder principle. And by having a really smooth finish on the pole ensures the whole process of shipping that pole through your fingertips means you're efficient with your fishing and you're being accurate, and that's exactly what you get from ultrasound sanding. The Aero Pro Margin comes supplied with Pro Power top kits, which are graded up to an 18 elastic. Of course, when you're margin fishing, you could be targeting some big double figure fish, and that allows you, the angler, to actually use the correct grade of elastic to stay in control of those big edge fish. But what another major advantage is, all the top kits interchange. So that allows you to actually invest your money in the basic package of the Aero Pro Margin, and maybe if you want to expand your top kit range and buy some F1 kits, some match kits to suit the style of fishing that you want this pole for, that allows you to be versatile with your setup and your approach. One of the major advantages to the Aero Pro Margin is it's off the same mandrel as the Aero X5, the Aero X7, and of course the flagship Aero Pro Pole. Now, all the sections interchange, which gives you massive versatility with your pole package. The Aero Pro Margin is such a versatile pole for all levels of angling ability, right from your beginners that want to invest their money on an 11.5 meter margin pole that not only does margin fishing but is versatile on the commercial scene, right from fishing out at its full length out in front of you in the deeper water to fishing on a top kit in 2. These are common areas on commercials, top kit in 2 at the bottom of the near side shelf, and of course, as we've already mentioned, the margin side. But it's also targeted for the serious match angler that wants that power margin pole, that pole with authority in his rod bag. And what I mean by that is he could be fishing away, he could be catching loads of fish using a normal pole. It comes to the crucial time of the match, the big fish turn up down the edge, this is where he needs to use the right tool to land those fish efficiently and stay in full control of his fishing. That's exactly what you get from the Aero Pro Pole. Now, the interesting thing is when you go abroad, the fish on these commercials, even abroad, are getting absolutely huge, and this is why we made this pole so versatile, to not only tick the boxes for the UK style of fishing, but also in countries, let's say Belgium and Holland, where the margin fish are absolutely huge. So let's talk about the Aero Pro Margin pole package. Now, it comes supplied with 2 extra Pro Power top kits, and of course there's 1 in the pole, so that's 3 top kits in total. It also comes in a protected padded sleeve, which is perfect for transporting your pole onto the bankside when you're fishing. So there we have it, the Aero Pro Margin. What a pole. So whether you're a beginner or a serious match angler, this is the kudos of all margin poles.